I think we need to update the funeral.
Oh, yeah, let's talk about this for a second. It's become a bit of a, no one knows what to do right now.
No one knows what to do right now, but there's also these like instilled traditions that we're supposed to abide by that I don't agree with. I think, hey, someone just died. My closest person just died. I don't want you to fucking kiss my cheek. Okay, lady who did his hair for 30 years?
Right.
Don't want your cigarette breath on my sweet skin. Because this is all I got right now. All right?
Right.
The glow is from sadness and very expensive skincare, so get off of me. And it just...
What about the question when you're in those situations of, if there's anything I can do, from people who you never talk to?
I've never done anything.
And it's just their go-to question is, if there's anything I can do.
I'll bring my dad back.
That'd
That'd be great.
Right, exactly.
Could you work on that? Are
Can you
you a
bring my
witch?
dad back?
Yeah. Do you know a wizard anywhere? Is there a Middle Earth agency that you're friends with that we could sort of...
If you really want to be helpful, bring my dad back.
Yeah, it's a weird thing. It's just like no one knows what to do, and so people are awkward.
Yeah.
The receiving line is weird.
I'll tell you who knows what to do.
Who?
Right, Joe Bolter?
Yeah.
The Jewish people.
Oh, yeah.
The Jewish people know what to do.
They sit.
They sit Shiva.
Shiva's genius.
We bury within 24 hours. Done.
Yep.
Whatever. We just go. And then there's no like calling and we're going to have a memorial at the Elks Lodge 3 weeks from now. It's just in, and then you sit Shiva for how long?
7 days.
Yeah, and people just start bringing food.
They bring you food.
Right.
Like to bring you food
It's-
for the whole time.
I'm telling you, Jewish people have got tradition down.
They have the big things solved.
And then there's also the person, I forget their name, the person who sits with the body. If the body, there's like a...
Johnny?
Hey, Johnny. Call Johnny. This one, we got a cold one. He's unresponsive forever. So can we get... But there's a person that in the Jewish... I don't know if it's Orthodox or if it's another... I can't think of the name, but there's a person whose job it is
Stays with the body for
to sit with the
until
body.
they go.
Yeah. I can't remember what it is, but I do agree that
Yeah.
that's a little bit more...
That always made sense to me.
Yeah.
It just felt like, because I feel like now, you know, our Italians and the wakes, he's out for 3 days, and then the thing, and then the thing, and
What are
all
we
of that's
doing?
going away in this modern age. Everyone's not a lot of people all live on the block anymore.
No.
So we've had a couple in my family where they just like are going to have a memorial at some point. Everyone's cremated now, so they just kind of scatter, and then we'll get to it eventually,
Oh,
and then
gosh.
it doesn't happen. Well, we'll say something at Christmas, or like it's gotten.
That's a
people are
good point.
confused by it.
That's a good point. Like the traditions sort of are the glue to the grieving process.
Yeah.
You know, you say that we've never had a funeral for my mother.
Oh, really?
Never. And, you know, psychologically, it's healthy and also helpful for the understanding of death to see them dead.
Yeah.
Just for your own mental process. And we never had a funeral for her. And I think that definitely it holds it in a frozen place a little bit.
Yeah, there's no finality to it.
There's no finality.
Yeah.
And how ironic, the most final thing we experience,
Yeah.
the, you know, coup de grace,
You know who could have helped with that?
Joey.
Johnny.
Johnny. Hey, Johnny, get over here. Are you done sitting with the body? Did you know in Italy, I'm not sure they do it anymore, but traditionally, specifically, I think in Sicily, they would hire wailers at the funerals.
Really?
Professional funeral wailers.
That's pretty good.
You could do that to help pay for your kid's dream home.
Is it?
We're hiring. I'm here to hire.
I feel like it's probably women.
Oh, no.
Male whalers?
Yeah, we call them mailers.
Mailers.
Yeah. I always thought that was interesting that there's like, you know, because...
Yeah, to fill in the gaps.
Right. This should be sadder. Can we bring in the whalers?
Right, come on. Someone...
Yeah.
Enough of this quiet sniffles.
Yeah, we need somebody to really be dramatic. That's why we got that sort of, you know, Italians are known to be dramatic.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. I don't think Italian... Yeah. I don't know. I like the traditional way.
Of funerals?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Skip the wake.
The wake is weird.
But have a funeral.
I think funerals are necessary. I just don't know. I think maybe I just was so frustrated when my dad passed that in line with us was my mother and her literally physically crooked boyfriend, Bob.
Mm.
Bob had one story about the one time he shadowboxed a bear and he had it on VHS and he would play it. And he relived this glory. Now, Bob was shaped like a question mark. Ironically, not from fighting this bear.
Just from life.
Just from his ego holding his head over.
Oh, my God.
And so we're in the receiving line, and Bob, the crooked Bob, is in the line with my mom. I'm like, why is Bob here?
Yeah.
He didn't know Dad.
That's always,
Bob was insane. Talking about he made us watch that video 100 times.
Why is Bob there?
So I just was like frustrated having people kiss me and have Bob stand next to me.
Yeah. So you did that for your father, but then your mother's.
We didn't because it was COVID. Like you said, like, everything kind of changed.
Did you do a Zoom thing? We did a Zoom thing during a death during COVID.
Really?
Yeah. And it actually was effective.
Who was this for?
My aunt.
Okay. How old was she?
She had probably 70, late 60s.
She looked great.
She looked great. Yeah.
She's here depicted in this
God
beautiful
bless.
garlic
God bless.
bouquet. We love her.
So and she had been cremated, and then we had a Zoom thing with a big Italian family, so everybody got on it, and there was this closure. Like everybody kind of said something. It kind of just took its own life. Everybody had like just found a rhythm, and we had a couple of people say something, but then everybody just started mentioning stuff, and it was satisfying. Like at the end of it, it was okay. We did that.
Yeah, that's something.
And then we had another one that went after, and we didn't do that. And there was no real thing. There was like this little ceremony, like later on, but the rest of the family was kind of like just left in limbo.
Yeah, it's necessary. Some traditions, I even say religion, these sort of things that we have that are kind of the skeleton and the glue of our society, they've worked for so long. Maybe not in an extreme radical way, but
yeah,
faith is important. Whatever it is.
No, 100%.
And tradition's important.